Hi, this is Aziz from Insya. This video is focused around two main objectives. First is how to get the free apprentice version of Houdini for personal and non-commercial use. And secondly, we will talk about getting acquainted with the interface of Houdini and how to start getting around it. So let's get started. To download Houdini, we will head to its creator's website www.sidefx.com www.sidefx.com. You will find several options to download. The first is that you will find a slide that showcases Houdini with a button that says free download. Or you can click on Get on the top menu bar and then click on Download. When you click on Get and then Download, you will see a page that asks you to log in or register. You may fill in your details here to register if you're doing this for the first time, or you may just go ahead and log in. Once you have logged in, you can click again on Get and Download, and you will see the download page for Houdini. Here you will see a list of links to download the latest version of Houdini for the platform of your choice. When we were recording this video, the latest version was 16.5. And here you can see that you have links for Windows, OS X, and Linux. When you click here, you will find yourself on this page that says thank you for downloading. You may see a screen that asks you to accept terms and conditions when you download it for the first time. Once you have downloaded it, you may proceed to install it on your machine. So, are you ready? Let's explore Houdini together. So now that you have installed Houdini, you will find that your default interface looks like this. The screen and the way things are laid out here is called desktop, and this default desktop is known as build. So if for any reason this is not your default screen, or if you're seeing some other screen, then you can click on the desktop menu on the top, where you will find many presets for different desktops, and you may click on build to see the screen. If your desktop is set as build, but you're not seeing the same layout that we show you here, then you should go back to the build menu and click on reload current desktop so that it switches you back to its default layout. Now let's see how to change the application color settings. This current style that you see here is the dark style. You may have a preference for a different color or a lighter color for your screen. Let's head to the edit menu and click on color settings, and then click on user interface tab, and then choose from the three preset choices dark, light, and pro. Let's go back to the default dark settings. The desktop is mainly consisting of four things that you should remember. You've got the bar, the shelf, the pane, and you've got the tabs. So the bar, the shelf, the pane, and the tabs. Notice that there are these tiny black arrows that you'll find next to the bar or the shelf or the pane. If I click on it, it will collapse the bar. And if I click again on it, it will expand it to its original position. Then you have the shelf, and the shelf consists of many tabs. If you need to add a new tab to a shelf or to a pane, you would need to click on the plus button that you will find at the end of the tabs, and then you can select the tab that is appropriate for you. Here is a list of the tabs that could be opened in this area here. For example, we're going to add here the animation editor tab. There you go. If you want to close the tab, you would click on the X button on the tab itself. Also, another thing to mention here is that when you click on the plus button, you will see a list of all the tabs that are already open here, and then you can select them in order to open them like this. So with the plus button, you're able to add a new tab by type or start a completely new tab or select the scene that is already open in the group of tabs. And then you also have the plus button at the end of the shelves. These are the shelves that are available to be selected here, and these are the shelves that are open here, and then you can easily toggle between them. If you want to replace a tab with a different tab type, all you need to do is right-click on the tab, and then you will see the options available to replace the tab that you have selected. And you simply click on the selection of your choice, and it will replace it with your selection. If you want to create a new pane, you would have to click on the small white arrow that is at the end of the tab bar here, and you will see two options at the bottom: split pane left right or split pane top bottom. If we click here, it will create a new pane on the right. And if we click on the other option, then you will see that it creates another pane in the bottom. If you want to close the pane, then you would close all the tabs that are in the pane. In this case, there is only one tab, so by closing the tab, it closes the pane. Then we have the maximize button. If you have many panes in your screen, and if you click on the maximize button, then you will see that the pane will occupy the entire screen. And if you click back on the same button, it will revert the pane back to its original size. All that we said here applies to any pane, so you can maximize, you can minimize, you can split the panes as you wish. If you wish to revert back to the default desktop, you may simply click on Reload Current Desktop as shown here. If you take a close look to the right side of the pane, you will find that there is this bar which you can use to drag to resize the pane, or you could also use it to snap the panes either to the right or to the left. So if you take a close look, you will see that there are these two arrows in the middle. So one of them will snap it to the right and one to the left. So we're going to snap it to the right here and click on it again and bring it back to its original shape. Okay, let's make some changes here to the other pane, and we're going to snap it again to the right, snap back, and snap it to the left this time and bring it back again to its original form. Okay, now let's look at this center button here, and what it does is that it swaps or flips the panes. The one on the right goes to the left and the left goes to the right. Now if you click on this one, the center one, it will basically swap the two areas between the two panes. If you click on this one, it will swap between themselves. So you have many levels of swaps that you could do. You could do it between the two areas, you could do it within the confined area that you're working on. So this is very powerful stuff. And just recapping, you've got these arrows for snapping, you've got the bar for resizing, and you've got the center button.